This podcast is the first in a series of explorations into the lives of ordinary people who lived extraordinary lives. Meet Ga. Ga is a 74-year-old woman living in a PEP housing apartment in Petaluma, California. She's a petite woman with white hair that's styled with a haircut that was quite perfect for her face. Not the sort of haircut I would expect a barber to have. Ga was born in a large family of 8. There were 7 girls and 1 boy. She grew up very poor in Baltimore, Maryland, in a coal mining town. Her father was a welder who worked on coal cars. He was also an alcoholic. Her mother, a gifted musician, was legally blind. When her family returned to the U.S., they struggled like any other young family. Eventually, she went to barber school. Because it's a man's profession, right?
Yes, positively a man's profession. I started barbering my husband's hair because we couldn't afford a haircut. Oh. And so I started barbering his hair, and he came home and he said, they're not going to give me a paycheck unless I get my haircut. Well, I was very pregnant, and I had sewing shears, and I started, and I did something to his hair, I don't know. And we were down in Georgia at the time, and he comes back the next day and says, they said I didn't get a haircut, we're not going to get a paycheck, cut more. So I gave my first crew cut with sewing shears. So it was fun. And then it got older, and kids were older, and it's time to get a profession for me, so I picked barbering. It was like survival. When we grew up, everything was survival. Uh-huh. So whatever you could find to do, make a living, that was quite all right.
They didn't say that's a man's job?
Oh, no. Didn't run into that. No.
Okay. After officially retiring, she got an idea. Okay, so you buy a 1995 Dodge van.
This is outside.
Wait, you still have the same van?
Yeah.
Okay.
259,000 miles.
Oh, my gosh. And you leave on March 11th for your first day on the road. And tell us what you're going to do on this road trip.
Well, I was, like I said, it was over 40 years, and I just, we were dying,
Your profession was dying.
Yeah, our profession is over. Like the florist is gone. The shoe shine guy is gone. Mm-hmm. The barbering was, it's interesting how we went out of business, okay? I'll tell that. Because, say, like, I'm going to use the number 50 years ago. Nobody was paying attention. As the kids were graduating high school, they're researching. They just want to do hair, not go to regular college. They're researching the barber college, the barber profession, and the beauty profession. It was a no-brainer. They're 18 years old. They want to make money. Mm-hmm. Cosmetologist is making 4 times the money we are. We're back in the old era, still charging $5 a haircut when they're getting $15, $20 a haircut. So for some reason, I got this brainstorm. I get brainstorms like this, that we should put faces with this old profession before it's totally gone, mm-hmm. So I went after the old ones. I wanted them at least 30 years of barbering.
Many of the people you talked to had 45, 50, 55 years.
76 was my highest.
76 years.
And he died before the book came out, but he was still barbering.
Really?
He was still barbering.
Wow.
And yeah. But their advice was, and I didn't know this until they told me, is that you can sleep in Walmart shopping centers without charge. Ah. Home Depot.
Okay, so you traveled 21,000 miles through 48 states to create your book, the Barbershop Yearbook.
Yeah, it was 4 trips back and forth.
Did you have a goal? Like you wanted to...
All 48 states.
You wanted all 48 states?
The comical thing was, is as I walked into a shop, an old white lady walking in to these shops, they thought inspector, because I had a suitcase with me, and so they're running and making sure their combs are in the sterilizers, and then I would tell them my idea, and then they thought, she's a cosmetologist because she's a female, right?
Oh.
So then I'd have to start talking about the clippers, the 76, and our trimmers, and then they were like, oh, whoa, and they just embraced me. I can't even tell you. The thing I love most about it, if you take that book and you just start going like this with the pages and look at all those barbers, they're all standing posing for me. They didn't know me from Adam. And there they are, all posing for me. It was just
And sharing some
was
personal
fabulous.
stuff with you.
Yes.